Good morning. Welcome to the KetoMOM page. My name is Stephanie, and I have a thought for you today. As you're tuning in, I'd love to know where you're tuning in from. I am going to stir up my ketones. I'm having Groovy Grape, which just came in the mail today. And if you watched my live last night, on the KetoMOM live last night, I said, hey, I gave you two things to think about. I gave you two, get up in the morning and do this. Have this reminder before you go to bed. So last night on the KetoMOM live, I said, when you get up in the morning, drink 8 to 16 ounces of water. Just drink some water and electrolytes before having any caffeine. And then I said, when you go to bed or after dinner, shut the lights out and try not to snack after 9 o'clock. Those were the two things that we're going to focus on this week. Drinking water and electrolytes in the morning, not snacking after dinner. How many of you, if you watched the live last night, drank your water and electrolytes this morning? I did. All right. I'm shaking up my mom fuel because I've already been up for hours. Good job, Robin. Robin says she did, and it made a difference. Seriously. I drank a whole cup of water with some electrolytes. I listened to a book this morning. So there's a book I was going to suggest to you. I read my Bible. I'm reading a new book that I was going to show you. They're not books I'm going to do today. You guys, look at Rosalie did, Greg did. I'm telling you, you feel so much better. Your body needs it. Some of you dive right into 5 cups of coffee in 1 cup. It's important. So if you want to start your day off right, besides talking about mindset and the things you're thinking about, drink some water. And bonus, grab some electrolytes. So I've been up, feeling great. I'm going to go take our daughter driving and make sure she can park because she gets to take her driver's test next week. She's going to be 16. Oh, it's going to be great. So anyways, I'm drinking my ketones. Good morning. Good morning. I have a question for you. And I think it's a super powerful question because I actually read it on somebody else's page and I thought I'm going to ask this question and then whatever you answer, I'll come back on later and we're going to address the question. So shaking up my mom fuel. If you've never tried them, actually, I'm going to put this flavor on my trial. I'm going to put it in the trial pack. So if you've never tried grape and you just want some trials, I've got a variety of flavors. Just post trial in the comment and we'll chat. But I'm going to put this on the website today. So, all right, ready? First of all, if you're looking for a really good book to read, if you're looking for a really good book to listen to, an incredible Audible book, it's called Outwitting the Devil. And you have to listen to it. You can read it. But the way that they do this book, this book was written by Napoleon Hill. And Napoleon Hill wrote another book called Think and Grow Rich. I was told to read that book years ago, and I hated the title. I had this Think and Grow Rich. I didn't like the word rich. I didn't understand prosperity. I didn't understand money. So when I was first told to read this book, Think and Grow Rich, I didn't read it for the longest time and then realized it was about your mindset. So he wrote a book called Think and Grow Rich. His name is Napoleon Hill. He also wrote a book called Outwitting the Devil. And that book was not able to be published until his wife said, this book cannot be published until you pass away and I pass away. I think almost everybody in the family, because she was afraid of what people were going to say about her husband and her and about the book. And I would highly recommend, if you like to listen to books, listen to it, because the way that they use the different voices, incredible. So Outwitting the Devil, Napoleon Hill, go listen to it for if you're putting on your makeup or you're cooking or you've got drive time university, you have to drive to work or drop off your kids. Incredible book. Today he talked about definitive purpose. And all I'm going to say is this. He talked about he's having a conversation, however, you have to listen to it, let's say with the devil. And so he talks about how if people don't have definite of purpose, The lady that kind of narrates the entire book says intention. He goes, if people have definite purpose, they basically are closing the doors to excuse. They're closing the doors to not be wavered. Like they're focused and they're going to hit their goals. They're focused and they've got purpose, and I can't really sway them. So if you were to say, how is your definite purpose in your health? Like, are you focused? Do you have a definite purpose? She used the word intention, I think. Steve, did she use the word intention? It's really great. So if you were to say, yes, I've got definite purpose in my health goals, I cannot be wavered. If you had to rate yourself from 1 to 5, what would you rate yourself? 5 being like, I've got this. My friends aren't going to skew me. My friends are not going to, I'm not going to waver in what I'm focusing on because somebody else is like, it's not a big deal. Oh, you're doing that diet thing. Or 1 being like, yeah, I get swayed very easily. I go to a party and I eat all the cake. Anyways, the book is great. I'm not going to go through it on here. I'm just giving you a book. I'm actually reading this book. So I listened to that book this morning. I read my Bible this morning in Hebrews and James. And this is a new book that I'm starting, and I'll let you know what I think of it. So one of my mentors really talks highly about this author. Her name is Jamie Kern Lima. And I found this book in my daughter's room as she was packing because we are moving in 2 weeks. We're moving in 2 weeks. And so she was packing all of her books, and I was like, where did you get that book? And she goes, you gave it to me. And I said, oh, I've never read it. I'm taking it back. So this is a book that I'm working through. Okay, I do have a thought for you today. Are you ready? And I really need you to participate because I actually want to hopefully bring you some awareness to yourself and or help answer the question I'm about to ask you. And here's the question. The question is, what is something that you know, but you're not applying? And you can just take it in the keto space or the low carb space or the health space. It doesn't have to be, but you're on this space. So where are we moving to? We're moving to Wellington, Florida. It's right by West Palm Beach, east side. We're moving to the east side of Florida. We're super excited. If you live around me, we should connect. It's going to be so great. All right, here's the question. Back to the question. And I need you to participate because I am going to take your comments or the second part of this question and come back on later this afternoon and address this. So, are you ready? What is something you know you need? What is something that you know, but you're not applying? And we can talk just about health. What is something that you know you need to do or you know works or you know and you're not applying? Or what is something that you're applying but you're not seeing the results? So that is something for you to ponder on today. What is something that I know but I'm not applying? It could be, do you know how to eat? Do you know, like some of you were like, oh my goodness, I drank my water this morning before I drank my caffeine or anything else. I feel great. What is something that you know, but you're not applying, or something that you're applying, but you feel like you're not getting the results? I would love, because here's what's fun, is if you know you need to do something and you're not doing it, it just takes you either writing it down or going, I know how to achieve fat loss. I know I should be doing this. And then you have to ask yourself the question, why am I not doing it? Is there something I can move around in my life? Do I need to make a pivot? Is there something is there a person I need to ask for accountability? What is it? Because I know this, but I'm not applying it. All right, so Lynn says, call me crazy, but I love homework. All right, that's your homework for today, is to ponder that thought. What do I know, but I'm not applying? And you might have to think about it for a while, and you might have to go, well, what are the goals that I want to achieve? And if I have not hit that goal, or I feel like I'm not really, if I don't have definite purpose on that goal, Do I not know something, or am I physically just not doing that work? Am I not doing it? All right, so I love it that you're commenting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come back on here, read the comments. If you've got specific questions, ask below, and I am going to do a live later today about either what do I know but I'm not applying, or what am I applying but I feel like I'm not getting the results? Because it might be like, oh, try this, or here's a word that somebody said, consistency. I know I need to be consistent. Why am I not doing it? So then you have to go, why am I not consistent? What is hindering me? What's getting in my way? What are the excuses that I'm making? What are the environments that I'm in? Is there something I need to make a shift on so that I can be more consistent? What is it? You have to ask yourself questions and then coach yourself, right? So, all right. Oh, you're very welcome, Linda. Linda says she loves to read books. If you have a favorite book that has really helped you recently, you can share your favorite books below. So I was just talking, for those who are tuning in, I was listening to Outwitting the Devil, which, just so you know, I've listened to that book at least 20 times, and I'm not exaggerating. If I was exaggerating, I'd say 50, but for sure, probably 20 times in the last couple of years that we have been introduced to the book. This is the book that I'm currently reading. And then we'll decide if we're going to do a book here on the KetoMOM page. I'm just going to give you some questions in the morning, and I want you to think about them, and then you get to apply them. So, okay. If you want to know more about my mom fuel, if you want to try this new flavor of ketones, it's not new, but it's newer, meaning we haven't had it probably in over 6 months. I'm going to put this in the trials, and I'll post that in the comments. And also, if you want a trial pack of ketones, just post trial. I know somebody said trial. What is it? Tell me what it does. It's incredible. So I drink it every day. Puts you in ketosis. You don't have to be doing keto. You can drink ketones, eat better. It's going to help you get your booty off the couch. Ketones turn on your brain. They help you not eat junk food. It's going to help you with your fat loss. Post trial down below and we'll chat. Otherwise, I look forward to coming back on later and reading all of your comments of what do you know, but you're not applying, or what have you been applying, but you feel like it's not working. So thank you for tuning in. Your presence matters. I'm going to go drive with our daughter so that she can pass her driving test here very soon. And have a wonderful day. Reach out with questions, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.